Hi guys, it is Tamika L. Sims and it is time for this week's Dope Media Report. On July 1st, recreational marijuana becomes legal in Virginia. Now, this is a big deal because Virginia is actually the first state in the Deep South to do so. Recently, in anticipation of this transition, they launched a website to provide the general consumer with more information. We know that everybody is not as informed as some of you may be on cannabis and on marijuana. So the state of Virginia decided to launch this website that not only provides general information about cannabis, but it also provides information about medical marijuana and home cultivation for those growers out there who may be interested in growing their own. And so to learn more about this transition, as well as what the state of Virginia is doing as it moves forward to becoming a legalized state, make sure that you go ahead and visit www.cannabis.virginia.gov. Moving on, the state of Connecticut is one step closer to legalization. The Connecticut State Senate, in a recent vote of 19-17, voted to actually move forward a marijuana legalization bill. Now, of course, we know once a bill passes the Senate, it has to move on to the state House of Representatives. And so it is actually in that process of doing so now. Now, in the state of Connecticut, this has been a discussion that has been 5 years in the making. And Governor Ned Lamont said something very powerful in a statement that I'm going to read to you guys from our website, CannaBiscuits.com. He stated that the war on cannabis, which was at its core a war on people in Black and brown communities, not only caused injustices and increased disparities in our state, but it also did little to protect public health and safety. I think a lot of the conversation about cannabis and cannabis legalization is the fact that it's some sort of gateway drug to something a little bit stronger, or that it causes more harm than good. And so what we have been seeing, of course, is a lot of statistical information and research that futes those reports. It's just simply not true. And so hopefully the state of Connecticut will be one that legalizes in 2021. So as always, we will keep you guys posted on CannaBiscuits.com. And finally, the cannabis industry is making a significant comeback in Las Vegas. Now, of course, Nevada is a legalized state. Team CannaBiscuits was actually in Las Vegas a couple of weeks ago, and we actually did a report on our site titled Viva Las Vegas, so make sure you search that, where we provided more information on what it's like to actually be in a state that's legalized. So we talked to you all about all the touristy type things of where you could, you're walking, you're seeing people rolling up their blunts or they're smoking or whatever on the street corner, but there's a lot more that goes into it, especially because Nevada is also a transient state. So there are a lot of people that are coming in and out of Las Vegas. And so there are a lot of tourists that come to that city as well. And so what the problem that was happening is that the people, they were coming to make their purchases, but there was no way for them to consume them, because if you weren't, in someone's home or on private property, you weren't able to consume it publicly. So we've reported previously about consumption lounges, but there's actually an opportunity for more consumption lounges to actually be created in the city of Las Vegas. And so what that means is that if a person is making a purchase in a dispensary or in a retail store, there's an opportunity for them to actually join in with others who are also lighting up so that they can have this public sort of consumption that is happening by way of a lounge. So we think it's a great idea because a lot of people may not want to smoke at home. Everybody in someone's home is not a smoker, but if you can find your community, if you can find those other individuals who are also enjoying the same things that you are enjoying, we think that's absolutely amazing. So as more consumption lounges are becoming available, not just in the state of Nevada, but across the country, we'll definitely share that information here with you, because who knows, now that the world is opening back up, more people are in airlines and they're, taking these trips. And so you may be visiting a legalized state and you want to know what your options are, and we want to keep you informed. So that is all for this week's Dope Media Report. As always, we invite you to connect with us on our blog, which is www.cannabiscuits.com. Connect with us on all social media platforms at Canna_biscuits, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search Canna Biscuits TV. That's all for this week's Dope Media Report. We will see you guys next time.